health and safety of our students and staff is our #1 priority. Here are a few ways that we are helping to prevent the spread of COVID-19 at AAST. Students and staff should screen for symptoms of COVID-19 daily before coming to school. Symptoms include fever, cough, shortness of breath, loss of taste and smell. Stay home if you have tested positive for COVID-19. If you exhibit one or more of the symptoms of COVID-19, or if you've had close contact with a person with COVID-19. All students and staff will wear masks appropriately while in the building, in classrooms, in common areas, in hallways, and entering and exiting the building. We will be practicing social distancing in the building at all times. Desks have been arranged in our classrooms 6 feet apart. Students will not congregate in hallways, the rotunda, the cafeteria, or other common areas. We have increased the placement of signage, and we have floor markings to help with social distancing, hand washing, cleaning, and sanitizing, as well as face mask usage. We ask that while traveling in the building, people stay to the right in our hallways. Use the entry and the exit doors on your right. There are additional dispensers of hand sanitizer around the school as well as in each classroom. Soap will be refilled in the restrooms daily for increased hand washing. We will be limiting visitors into our building this year. AAST will open the building at 7:30 a.m. Our first block will begin at 8:15 a.m. Students are expected to enter the building and go through the security checkpoint, then go directly to their first block class. All students should be in their first block class before 8:15 a.m. We now have 3 entrances for students to use into our building: the bus entry, the front entrance, and newly opened for students is the 400 hall entrance. We ask that students not bring book bags to school to help expedite the morning search process. It also helps promote social distancing when arriving at school, and it is going to limit exposure for our staff to items brought from home. If it is absolutely necessary for a student to bring a bag into the school building, it should be clear and minimally packed. The contents of any clear bags should not include multiple bags or non-clear bags. If a student brings a clear bag to school, the student will have to assist with the search process of their bag. Classrooms will have additional school supplies for student use during this time. Most students should be able to carry a notebook, their device in their hands, with any smaller and necessary items stashed in a pocket. If a student has a bag that must be searched, they should enter through the side door of our front entry. Students should stand on the social distancing dots located on the sidewalk and that lead into that front entrance. Students who do not have a bag or who have a lunchbox only will go through one of the fast pass lanes. We have a system in place for storing sports equipment for those who ride the bus and have practice in the afternoons. If a bag is necessary for that student to bring to school, we ask that it is clear and packed minimally. We will keep that sports equipment locked in a room near the bus entry and exit throughout the school day. Students can pick up the bag and their equipment on their way to the bus at dismissal. Students who have late arrival should also come through the front door. Students who have early release should leave campus immediately after his or her last class. Students may exit from the exit that is closest to their last block class. Dismissal times will be staggered this year. Bus riders are dismissed at 2:40, drivers will be dismissed at 2:45, and car riders will be dismissed at 2:50. Please be patient with the dismissal process. We will have everyone out of the parking lot by 3:15 each day. If your child is a car rider, please ensure that they are picked up before 3:15 each day. Our building must be cleared out in order for our custodial staff to properly clean and disinfect the building each day. As for lunches this year, we will serve lunch in the classroom. Students will be assigned to a lunch block in addition to their academic blocks between second and third. This time will also serve as our advisory block where we will provide social and emotional support for our students. Hot and cold lunch options will be delivered to the classrooms by our cafeteria staff. Orders will be placed for these items upon arrival to school. Keep in mind, students, that if you bring your lunch, microwave ovens will not be available to students this year. As far as our expectations at AAST for instruction, students must be present for distance learning for attendance and participation during the time the class is scheduled. If we're learning in a hybrid model, students learning from home will have directions from their teacher on how they will be counted for attendance as well as participation. Students must be present online on Fridays during hybrid learning during the class block. Assignment due dates are not fluid. Teachers will clearly communicate due dates, and students are expected to adhere to time limits for those assignments. Students are also expected to follow the AAST honor code at all times during distance learning, hybrid learning, or face-to-face learning. All teachers will hold office hours from 2:45 to 3:30 each day. Teachers will respond to emails from parents and students within 24 hours. If the email comes outside of the regular school day schedule, the teacher will respond on the following day.
We appreciate your partnership with our school and understand that these new procedures may be difficult to adjust to at first. School will look different as we start, but we know that these changes are necessary for us to meet in person during the pandemic. We have full confidence in our students to help us maintain these expectations for safety. Adherence to these protocols will allow us to stay in school. Hopefully these changes are temporary and that we can get back to AAST as we know and love it sooner rather than later. You may be asking what you can do to help. Here are a few suggestions. You can wear a mask properly at all times and do so cheerfully. Practice social distancing while at school. Do not bring unnecessary items to school. Pack minimally. Be mindful of others as you change classes and walk through our hallways. Leave campus as soon as your last class is over. Do not linger in the parking lot. Upon arrival to school, go directly to your class. Be patient with yourself and with others, and most of all, be kind. Thank you for your patience as we navigate operating a school building during a pandemic. We are eager to welcome students back to school this fall.